One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habit.
Well, there is a definite chill in the Northern California air, Coach, but still a wonderful afternoon for football at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
Here I come again.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him.
Garoppolo's pass complete to Dante Pettis. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Completes it to Samuel. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. On play action, now Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people just like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there, first down. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed that went right into the game plan. Attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
Here we go. 20.
54. Man, I got you.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Black 80!
To throw on 2nd and 6, Garoppolo escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Lived to fight another down, right?
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Down! Ready! M25!
That's the way.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. The Pro Bowl corner, Jason Verrett, on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
21!
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Ito Smith, his first carry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Smith, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Black 25! Check right 54. Right 54.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Ryan, it's caught, Lockett. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Second and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Freeman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
On 3rd and goal, Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here we go,
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. This is taken at about the 14. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case. Of see ball, get ball.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively a dime look. 6 DBs. From the shotgun, Ryan. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Here we go.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the pitch.
Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Like a freight train there, Derek Nottie with a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
To try again after the sack, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Freeman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From midfield now, here's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's taken down inside the 30. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line.
1st down, Atlanta.
Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go.
All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And finding the tight end Hooper.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, this will be caught inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Ready, blue 80, blue 80.
Go. Go.
Hey, Tuesday. Let him go.
They'll run here with Freeman. Give him 4 on the carry there. It's 2nd and goal. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Ready, blue 80, blue 80.
Night, sweetheart.
Get up.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now 14-0.
14, 49ers nothing.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This is taken near the 13. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
On the throwaway. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Play action, Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And an alley to Tyler Lockett. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return. And the Falcons push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. 30, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 18. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
I'm coming. Check. Crunch.
Freeman again. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Falcons push further out in front. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and it is 28-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things up.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Freeman. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They come out here in the eye.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Here's Smith. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
After the field goal, here's Tavecchio to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 18 yards, first down, Niners.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He finds McKinnon, complete. And they'll bring him down right at midfield, and he is well short of the first down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. Garoppolo on first down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Tack McKinley coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. After the sack on first down, Garoppolo. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's great. Hey, alert 3.
They keep it with Smith on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
Hey, back 25. 48 right now. Let's go. Oh, here we go. Oh. 25 tonight.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
3rd down.
Ready, back 25. Check. 48 Mike. Ready, set.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got Lockett. And able to rip chip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
First down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Now Ito Smith. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Check.
They go back to the ground with Smith. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Ready, safe.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here we go. 180.
Mike 54. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Grady Jarrett. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Down. Ready. 39. Ready to go.
A first down carry for Smith. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1 yard. Go. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
And that'll set him back 5.
Mike 25.
Mike 54. All day, dog.
After the penalty, it's Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around. And we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Tack McKinley able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Here we go.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Garoppolo finding Goodwin, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Get him, boys. Get him, boys. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 15-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and 7. Garoppolo again. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
This one into the hands of Hurd. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Here we go.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. Like 20.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, watch the slant.
They run again with Breida. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
This defense continues to be good on third down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown. Offensively, are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any?
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided.
Ready, Blue 80. Blue 80.
Mike spot 4.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go.
A loss of a yard on the play, and it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
We own them. We own them.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Get ready.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of